In this video, I'm going to be discussing if science and the belief in God can go together. So point one, if God created the universe, then science, which is our way of describing the universe, should work perfectly with God. And I'm here to show you why that's actually true. Let's take the Big Bang Theory for example. It states that before the universe was, there was just energy kind of just floating around, appearing and disappearing, and it wasn't, and the idea of energy wasn't as we currently understand it, I assume. But I ask, how can you provide evidence for something that is outside of the universe that was before the universe if that thing hasn't revealed itself? And well, energy can't really reveal itself because it's not God, it's just energy. And so my point is, well, what's stopping us from saying that before the universe there was God? What makes that impossible? Or what evidence shows that that is not what actually took place? And well, I haven't found any. I haven't found any evidence that says before the universe there couldn't have been God because of X or because of Y. And so that alone shows us that, well, God very well could have created the universe. It is entirely possible because there's no evidence showing that God didn't exist. I also, not only have I not found evidence that shows that it couldn't have been God that created the universe, there's no other evidence in any other areas that show that God couldn't exist, or evidence that shows that the idea of God existing would be wrong or there would be a contradiction here. There's been nothing. In fact, I've only found the opposite. I found evidence that supports the existence of God. Now, I made a video previously where I gave some reasons as to why I believe in God. And some of those reasons may have a few flaws. But if you take the whole video as a whole, it shows pretty decent evidence for the existence of God, especially since I was about 15 years old when recording the video. However, I have new evidence for God, more reliable evidence for God, and I'm going to be making a video on it in the future. And then my point number three is that since we do have evidence for the existence of God, if science says one thing and God says another, then science is obviously wrong. Because here's my viewpoint. God created the universe, science is our way of describing the universe, and God can't be wrong, only science can be wrong. Now there is this book in the Bible, 1 Kings, I believe it's chapter 7 verse 23 or chapter 6 verse 23, where it describes this guy's bowl. And it says that it is 10 inches or 10 cubits in diameter. Now, it also says that it took a line of 30 cubits to go all the way around the bowl. And if you do that math, taking the line of 30 cubits as a circumference of 30 cubits, well, the math doesn't add up. It simply doesn't. Now, here's my interpretation of that. It could not be describing actual pi, and it could be showing us, or it could be a symbol of a different meaning. Because the Bible has that a lot. Take the book of Revelations, for example, where the entire book is highly symbolic language. It describes Jesus as being two different things, both a man and also a lamb that looked like it was slain. Well, how can he be both? The Bible is using symbolic language, and it's not actually showing what he looks like, but showing what he is and how he is and his character. So to ultimately answer the question, can religion go along with belief in God? The answer is absolutely yes, because we have evidence to support God, and God made the universe, and science is describing what God made, so obviously the two should be able to go together, and if they can't, one of them, you can join my free community with the first link in my bio.